everyone, it's Tales from Studio Wildfire here, and I'm back with another update to the Isometric map tiles project that I'm experimenting with to make 3D rendered elements for making adventure maps. So the new parts that I've made now, let's have a quick look. So if you've downloaded the pack before, you would know that there is the blank page layouts, there is the stone floor tiles. Let's just have a quick look. So there's columns and there's the floor tiles, floor patterns, which I plan to add a few more of those. And then we've got steps, different types of steps, raised floor platforms, which I'll show how they look because I think I missed them in the last video. More raised platforms. Where else are we? So back down here. So we've got the stone walls. So these are the various different stone walls. So corners, and then the north side and the east side, which is pretty much all you ever see in an isometric map. Then we've got some test props, which is just a fella, a table and chair, and another little table. But the main stuff that we've got new is in the special tiles folder. So let's start at the back. So wooden dividers. These are some interesting. Let me just make these icons a little bigger. There we go. So these are wooden panels and wooden dividers. So here's the map that I made last week. So let's just say in here we've got, so let's just get rid of this stuff. So I'll hide stuff that we made. So we'll get rid of this. And let's just say there's another room in here. Let's put a different door in. So I'll show, because I think I only showed this door last week. I've got different doors this time. So we've got the door, which is more like a jail door. Then we've got some actual wooden panel doors. So there's a good variety of doors in there now. So coming back, let's go down to our wooden panels. So starting at the back, so we've got this basic wooden panel. I'll bring it up to the very top. So the whole idea of this wooden panel, and if I get rid of our column, let's just say there's no columns in this, in this area. There we go. So if we were to, so let's just say there's, instead of a stone wall, we've got a, let me just zoom into 100%. Come on. My computer's having a bit of a hissy fit. I've been doing too many things and haven't reset. Come on, catch up with what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah. This is what happens when you do a lot of graphics editing and then don't restart. Okay, so there's our grid back. Let's grab this wooden wall. So the idea is that you can use this wooden panel as a wooden wall instead of having a stone wall. So you can come along and create another one. Probably doesn't like that on video, streaming at the same time as doing this. Oof, my machine is chugging. Hang on, let me try and get rid of a few things. Close tabs, stupid thing. Okay, I need that. Right. Go away. Tell you what, I'm just going to restart Photoshop. And back again. Hopefully Photoshop will not spack out on me this time and run smoothly. Come on. That's better. There we go. It doesn't like it when you do big things and then suddenly jump to other things. Okay, so let's get rid of these walls. So the whole idea of the wooden panels is that you can use them instead of having stone walls. So you come along and you pop it in there like that. So you've got a wooden panel instead of a stone wall. That way you could say, like, you know, this is maybe a hidden door. It's just a wooden wall, so it's just a dividing wall. Like you might want to just have, you know, a bunch of wooden walls come through here. So there are two versions of each wooden panel. One has been rendered with the fading of the walls, the normal walls. So here we go. So you could come along and go, you know, there's a wooden wall sort of coming out. I'll just duplicate this. Yeah, there's a wooden wall coming out through here, which is separating this section. You could do something like that. But the other part is that it has the fading, so it can match. As you can look at the fading at the top of here between these wall sections, so you can match that. So that's one set of new tiles that we've got. Let's hide them. Another set is this set here, which is sort of like it's a dividing. You would use it in a room to divide the room. So let's just say, bring this in, and let's say it could be, you know, I'm just quickly whacking this in to show you what it is. So if I was doing this properly, I'd finesse this. I'd put it actually where it should be. Actually, I'll do it down the bottom here. So let's just say there's another section coming out here, and it's separated. Now you'll notice that this one's got the actual platform on the top. That's so that you could come along and put in, you know, a raised platform. So if we go back to our stone floor tiles, this is where the raised floors come in handy. So you can come along and go, bonk. You know, there is an actual, where's the, This should be down under here. So you can come along and say, you know, there is an actual raised floor section. So that's something that you could come along and have a look at doing. You know, obviously you'd put in more sections. So that's those pieces. Next, what have we got? We've got... Let's go back to the special tiles. Okay, fireplace. Well, actually, hang on, I'll start from the back. Okay, windows. Again, this is something to experiment with. Now, these are designed to go on top of the floors, like so. So, you know, let's just say this section here could be. Let's just take it out. And maybe there's a window in there. Obviously it's looking a bit weird because it's going in the wrong place, but you get the idea. You go and finesse that a bit better. Like I'm doing it badly because I'm just throwing it on top of stuff that's already there. I'm not getting it in the right place. Like this wall here should be over the top of it. So if I mark that one and try and get this into the right spot. Oh, there we go. It would sort of be about there. So it's that sort of thing. Like you could put a window there, and then there's different versions, each with the shutters sort of coming open. Now this is an interesting piece, the pit trap. I've done it in two different ways. Let's do it down the front here. So let's just say instead of using this block, this floor tile, we come and put a pit trap in. So you would fit it in there like that, and then it's got a cavity coming down, and it's showing the edges of the tiles. So if we put it around, you know, over here somewhere, hopefully if it comes in there, and then you've got it coming down to some spikes. Now another version of this is, again, so you can put it through to a room below. Come back down to the front here. So there we go. Let's zoom out a bit. So it's got the edge of the floor, but then you see the cavity coming down. But then it comes down to an edge, so you could then have this above another room as an oubliette. You do the oubliette room down below, and then this is the fall coming down to it. What else have we got? Fireplace. So this is something that you would put it in, and you put it up against the wall. So if we just quickly put it over here. So yes, let's just say there's a fireplace just in there against that wall. Obviously it looks weird because there's columns going over the top of it, because it's going over the top of the column, but you would put it in when you're building. So that's the fireplace. So as I said, we've got more doorways. So there's the door that I used from last time. So that's sort of like the gate. Then we've got like a wooden door. And then we've got a type of door. Another big wooden door. So, you know, just different styles of doorway. That's just doors. Diagonal walls. Now this is where it gets to be a little bit interesting and tricky. So if you want to have a square edge, or so as you can see over here, it's a diagonal wall. This section here. So let's just say, you know, we could close off this section here. Get rid of that. Get rid of these doors. So you could close off this section of the wall through here, just by having it as a 45-degree wall section. Unfortunately, one of the things I'm not really keen about doing 45-degree walls is that looks pretty cool, but when you get to sections that lead directly away, so for example, and as I said, it's still still an experimental project. This is all being worked on. So let's just say we've got a passageway that's coming out from here, but it's going off this way. It's not following our square sort of area. It looks a bit, to me, it looks a bit weird. So, so it's something that, you use it depending upon the situation. I'm not completely sold on it, but this whole project's an experiment. So that's the diagonal wall pieces. Now this gets a little bit interesting again, and some weird sort of looks. This is curved wall sections, or alcoves. So there's two alcoves, which are alcoves. They're just fully curved sections that you'll put on the edge. So for example, this is just a curved alcove through here. And then we've got the same thing on the other side. So again, lets you make some interesting sort of areas for your maps. Then I've got the wall, the alcove section, sort of as 45-degree pieces. So you could come in and, instead of having the diagonal wall, you could come in and put this one in. So there's the turn. The edge is now curved. Gets to be a bit weird when you look at it from down here. So if you did the same thing down here, you can see the curve here, and you can get the corner here, but you don't really see much more else. Got to figure out a way how to do that a little bit more nicely, how to finesse that. But yeah, there's some of the pieces that are coming together. It's all in the experimental pack. Just jump on, have an experiment, build some maps, see how it works out for you. Yep. Thank you very much for watching.